Well, it's the news we've all been dreading. Unfortunately, Paqueta will be out for 4 weeks due to a calf strain. In actual fact, it's so much so that he will actually have to seek some specialist support. It's just not great. When it rains, it pours at West Ham. The prognosis for Jared Bowen is not great. We don't know the full extent of his injury yet, but losing our playmaker Paqueta for 4 weeks is drastically bad for West Ham. The other concern I've got about the whole of loss of Paqueta is that we've not just lost him, we've lost our whole playmaking ability in our squad. We've lost Paqueta, we've lost Kudos down to the AFCON, and potentially losing Bowen. What do we start with? What do we have that's going to be creative? We need to dip into the market. We need to be able to fight, give ourselves a fighting chance, because right now, losing that 3 creative forwards is massive, huge, denting, season-changing, season-defining. Not having a Lucas Paqueta in your West Ham lineup for the next 4 weeks is drastic and is bad. And obviously you've got to wait and see the extent also of the 4-week prognosis of him. Will he be able to come back in 4 weeks? Because that is the equivalent of 5 games if you include the Bristol City game. 4 Premier League games he could miss. 4 big vital Premier League games as well. Bournemouth, Arsenal, Manchester United, just to name a few. Big games. Sheffield United. Big games for West Ham to keep pushing on this season. What we don't want to do is falter our way down and put to bed all our good work that we've done at the start of the season, 20 games in. That's the concern I've got. I'm not going to lie to you now. This is a concern, especially when you lose questionably your best player, but we've lost 2 of our best players and we don't know the circumstances of Jared Bowen. It's massive. This news was broken from Jacob Steinberg, who again is a direct link into David Sullivan, so we know that usually the stories that come out from him are factual. 4 weeks, it's not great, it's not good news for West Ham. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't think we've got backup options here. I don't think we've got a plan B. What I do think we need to do is get into the market as soon as possible, put the trust into Tim Steidten to make sure that he can bring some recruits in, because we desperately need those recruits, especially right now. And something we have to be mindful of, the fact is, sometimes you're not going to get players that hit the ground running. I would love for us to get players that hit the ground running, but it's few and far between from players that you can bring in that can offer us that or do that. So I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know what the long-term solution is, but it's not great. It's not great. Oh, what do we do? Put your comments in, let me know your thoughts. Come on, your hands.